Hi there, Pisces. It's Sebastian giving you a reading for April. What a great start to the month already when it comes to things. Like it's been a great end of March. It's been a great, beginning of the April because of the end of March. So it's a great beginning already. I can feel and sense for everyone. With you, Pisces, let's begin. So right now, in the present moment, you're looking for new opportunities. You're being resourceful. You're seeking your abundance, but you're also being defensive about that too. There's a few projects in mind. There's a few things that you want to explore and do. And for some Pisces, you're in a position of creating a whole new existence, a whole new meaning, a whole new driven purpose. So there's a lot of things going on for you, Pisces, and I think one of them is you're really wanting to and be out there. You really wanted to explore different opportunities and see different opportunities. Oh, cards kept flying. I'm just going to, if there was too many cards then, but lots of cards kept flying then. So I'm just going to pick out these three. There's a lot of thinking particular people are meant for you. So there's a lot of like this person's my destiny. So for my Pisces who are very young, so this is the young group of Pisces, you're thinking that somebody is meant for you. They're obviously on your mind a lot. I think the older generations looking into new opportunities, whilst the younger ones is looking at love opportunities, which is good. That's good to see. But I think that's where that defensiveness comes from as well when it comes to love opportunities, seeing things differently with this partner in this partner in the present moment. I think you're really into wanting more from this person as well. So you're definitely dating, or you've just dated. You're in a relationship, whether it's been a year or two. Yeah, there's a lot of nostalgic feelings with this person. This is the last time that you're going to be with this person. There's a lot of wanting to be in control. You're wanting to protect and you're wanting to focus in this relationship a little bit more to see that's going to work out for you. Well, congratulations if that's the case, because that's a nice position to be in always, Pisces, that you're getting serious about a particular partnership, or you're really wanting a partnership to be more serious. So it's good to see. There's a lot of loss and grief and disappointment in your most recent influences, and there's been a lot of generosity through this process as well, going through the grief. There's a lot of justice and seeking justice, wanting people to see the justice that you've got or attained or had. So there's a lot of wanting things. I'm not too sure if I'm just not too sure if you've won the justice or how this is turning about when it comes to justice, because that's an interesting thing to look at in your cards. It says use your heart, use your mind and intuition when it comes to justice and seeking that. There's a lot of charity as well, financial assistance, receiving a loan of some sort. So there's a lot of, I'm not too sure where the justice comes in. Let's just clarify that a little bit more for you. Be yourself when it comes to these particular things as well, when it comes to seeking justice or looking at justice. It says be positive with it. There's a lot of intuition, new beginnings, commitments, and things from up above, I guess you can call it, or spiritual guidance telling you, yes, this is the right way. Yes, this is how we're going to seek justice. And there's a lot of talking and advice as well. So if you let me know in the comments what that means, Pisces, that'll always be good, because that's baffled me slightly. So possible outcomes for this whole journey for you is that there's hope, there's inspiration, there's positiveness, there's faith, there's renewal, and that looks good, because it does seem like this process you need a little bit of healing because of particular circumstances, particular aspects. You do need a little bit of healing. Just getting small clarification cards, because the justice one is interesting for me to see. There's going to be happiness, that a lot of healing. There's going to be familiar feelings after this journey. There's going to be new beginnings. Again, you keep getting the intuition card. Trust your intuition, trusting your insight when it comes to seeking justice and when it comes to this time, in particular for you, Pisces. So continue with what it is that you're doing, your plans, continue with it. It says that future influences, there's a lot of self-evaluation, awakening, renewal. There's a lot of reflection, purpose, and there's a lot of reckoning. So there's a lot of you thinking this whole situation is just an awakening of some sort. So it's an interesting thing. There's a lot of judgment. There's a lot of, you should have gone to my side. I'm seeing a lot of colors as well, red and yellow. I'm seeing a lot of pinks and browns. So I don't know if that means much to you, but there's a lot of color right now in your foresight, in what it is that you're dealing with. There's a lot of color. Let's have a more interesting look. Uh, there's a lot of like red. A lot of the cards that are coming out are red cards, as in fire cards. And what it's saying, there's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of confidence and expansion, but there's a lot of courage and bravery in this circumstance, in this journey. And if you're a younger Pisces, there's a lot of that in the relationship that you're moving forward with. There's a lot of understanding that momentum right now is the only way to seek justice or to get what it is that you want out of the relationship. I think that you're in good hands and good spirits because everything is moving forward, everything's moving quickly, everything's to your advantage, which is a nice thing. I think whatever this is, you're in a really nice position to continue, and you're in a really nice position to get what your purpose is in this journey. It looks very difficult. There's a lot of intuition at play. There's a lot of, I need to do this on my own. There's a lot of grief in the past due to it. But whatever expansion, whatever justice seeking you are looking for, you will get a positive outcome. You just need to keep going forward. Now, it says also negative feelings with past gatherings, communities with past groups. There's been a lot of negative feelings. That could be where you're seeking justice. There's a lot of confusion about walking away from people that feel familiar, people that feel comfortable, people that you once trusted and knew, people that you would spend the weekend with, let's just say, or would spend the whole week with. You're really turning yourself away from things that used to feel familiar. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that when there's personal growth, sometimes a little bit of chaos is how you grow from an experience, but also coming from personal experience, transitions are always often or not uncomfortable. And sometimes when you feel lost, that's usually where things unfold very quickly. I think build your security, build your grounding would be the best thing for you. Try not to submit to your kind of feelings of insecurity and negative feelings. Try not to submit to that. Anchor yourself to your dreams and your prosperity, your life. And I think you're going to be happy with the choices that you make and the outcome when you do that. Okay. So also when it comes to friends and family, it says that adventures and excitement and fresh ideas are coming. Your family, looks like it's a really nice time for your family. There's a lot of movement. There's a particular couple in your family or your friends that are traveling. And as much as they would love to be with you or join in your journey, right now they're thinking of you and they're really hoping that you're going to make it through whatever this justice seeking situation is for you. They're thinking of you, by the way. One likes hats, wearing hats a lot. Yeah, they're thinking with all these arguments and with all that's happened in the past, be graceful, be charming, and your happiness will come back to you. But it's up to you to really build the momentum, build the confidence to keep going. Also the hopes and your hopes and your dreams in the future is that all the lying stops, all the tension stops. There was so much tension in the past. I don't know if I can maneuver that anymore. I don't think you'll have to maneuver that in the foreseeable future. I think with all the tensions that you've experienced and the things that happened in the past, I think that you're going to be okay understanding that you don't need to maneuver yourself through that anymore, which is a good thing. Also planning, there's lots of planning your first step. So at the outcome with all this is there's a lot of planning in your near future because you are trying to gather information. You are trying to make yourself more susceptible, understanding through this process due to the transition, due to the change. So when you go through this, there's going to be even more planning, but that planning is going to be for your future and understanding your future a lot better. You're doing great, Pisces. I think that when you go through a transition, when you go through hardship initially and you're working through it, you're seeing things how they need to be seen. I think that's when positive outcomes come. And I think that when it comes to healing, yes, you might think that you need your group of friends with you, but it just seems like your group of friends isn't conducive enough for you to build happiness. They're not there for you in that way. So I mean, who am I to say? I don't know your situation, but I definitely do know there's something going on with just friendships in general and just you transitioning through justice seeking, whatever the situation may be or whatever the outcome may be for you. Stay true to yourself, stay true to your goals. Remember, your friends and family are always going to be there for you and they're thinking of you just as much as you're thinking of them. All right, Pisces, I will speak to you next month.